rush is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
And as the Raiders take over on offense, we get to see the man who has been the leader of this team for 9 seasons now, under center Derek Carr.
It's been fun to watch his development through the years, and right now what you see is a very confident quarterback who has a strong sense of self, totally understands the offense, and knows how to get the ball to his playmakers on the run.
Carr right away going to look to throw. He gets this to Davante Adams. 20! And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Davante Adams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Here come the Seahawks and their offense now under veteran head coach Pete Carroll.
Former Heisman winner leading them out, the 2-time Pro Bowler in his first 3 seasons, the electric Kyler Murray. First down, Murray. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Murray. This will be caught. Judy. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Murray now to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Jerry Judy halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Seahawks are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray.
And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert. That's a 7 lead. They got it 7-0. They go for 2. Point up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. Offense running back out here, and you remember last drive was pretty quick, about 10 seconds. Play, very long pass play that ended in the end zone.
And you know, every offensive unit, when that happens, they want to come running back out and recreate it. We know the chances of that are slim because now the defense is on high alert. But at the same time, that confidence should carry over into the start of their next drive.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. This defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout the ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially up in field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr.
Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. To throw is Carr. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Carr to throw again. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him. And I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw. When they went through a 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations, ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Carr's throw complete here to Waller. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Murray now on 1st down. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now he's loose at the 40. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Jerry Jeudy with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. They'll try and throw for it as his guys are able to extend their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and... throwing the ball to him.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Carr. And that's complete to Adams. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. 2nd quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football. Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Davante Adams with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And Davante Adams able to finish things with a touchdown reception. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Get a look at Jerry Jeudy as he leads his offense back out there for this next series. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but his shredding defense is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Murray now. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 24-yard line. From the gun, Murray. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Jerry Jeudy on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. This one's caught. And it stretches their lead up to 8. And the formula there on the turn, trying to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Raiders have the ball back, and here comes Davante Adams to the field again. He's done his part, but so far it's been in a losing effort, so they've got to fix something.
But that doesn't mean changing anything, the way they're throwing the ball around and his catches and production. Keep doing that. They're going to have to fix some things likely on defense to try and slow down their opponents.
Well, so far he's north of 100 yards receiving. From the 24, Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 3rd and 1. On play action, now Carr out to his left. And that is incomplete. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Get a look at Jerry Jeudy as he leads his offense back out there for this next series. He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here, only in the 2nd quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver because they need a quarterback to run it accurately, people to block for the quarterback, so many other variables. But, boy, he's getting it done and in a big way. Right now, he wants to rock on every snap.
Yeah, he's counting his yards in the hundreds, not the tens. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Jerry Jeudy on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. Throwing again, Murray. And the Seahawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So they go to the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts? Passing versus running on 2-point conversion. Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Well, the final weekend of November is upon us. Boy, can you believe December right around the corner? It always seems to get here quickly. But coming up tonight, we wrap up the holiday weekend with the Packers and Eagles from Philly at 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow night, we wrap up Cyber Monday with the Steelers and Colts from Indianapolis. On second down, Jacobs. A beautiful fake. A Raider first down, 17 yards. Here's Carr to throw. He's got Renfro on the out route. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's second down. Now Carr. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring out the third down. Here's Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Carr. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. On play action, it's Carr. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Boye Mafe. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Carr going to throw. He hits Adams, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Carr now on first down. Flush to his right. He's going to go up top for the end zone.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. If this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
This pass from Carr taken in by Waller. Touchdown! Darren Waller, 27 yards. And the Raiders are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that trims the lead down to 9. A 10-play drive that time. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by Darren Waller. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Get a look at Jerry Jeudy as he leads his offense back out there for this next series. He's the star wide receiver, and he's doing his thing so far here into the second quarter.
And how you get distinguished as a star is each and every week performing to a high level no matter what they throw at you. Because you're always wanting to take him out of the game if you're a defensive team. How do you press him, double him, triple him, all those things. But the best players show up each and every week. Solid games and some spectacular ones.
And he has showed up time and time again. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Murray now on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this one is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Murray again. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Jeudy. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Murray. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Murray to air it out again. End zone caught. Touchdown Seattle. Jerry Jeudy as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that moves the lead up even further.
If you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot here before half for Carr. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime over. No problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Get a look at Jerry Jeudy as he leads his offense back out there for this next series. A monster game so far. lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receiver?
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumbled it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, type of a turnover. You've got to get back.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Get a look at Jerry Jeudy as he leads his offense back out there for this next series. A chance here on this drive to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark.
Throw him the ball. Throw him the ball. Forget analysis, all right? Let's just root a little bit here. Get him the football and get past that 200-yard mark.
Boy, you want that. You seem excited.
I know, and it's really weird because normally I want guys to intercept the ball.
Right.
All right? I want to knock it down. In this case, he's been fun to watch.
The former DB rooting for the wide receivers. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Murray now on first down. Right back to Jeudy, and it's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, a 5-yard touchdown. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. It appears they're going to throw forward with Murray. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they like to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky there.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Give them a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Carr now to throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Carr. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. With 3rd down coming up. Carr to throw again. And the pass complete to Waller on the out route. And this will now get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 4th down. The kick by Carlson is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center.
And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter and continue? Line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. Throwing on first down is Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Here's Murray from midfield. This will be caught. Judy. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. First down, Murray. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Jerry Judy, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So they try for 2, successful. And that moves the lead up even further. And of course, on the 2-point try in the option pass, they pass it there and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment.
And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Crossing route, and he's got his man. It's Renfro. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On first down, Carr. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. From the gun, it's Carr. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And some room to run now. Look at the big fella go. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Darren Waller, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Raiders get a bit closer. And they're They're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a two-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the two-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Get a look at Jerry Jeudy as he leads his offense back out there for this next series. He sort of just keeps chipping away at this defense. Hasn't had a spectacular game, but here in the third quarter. That he's there.
He's the type of guy that frustrates you if you're playing defense, because when you think you've taken away something or you think you've got him in check.
They're looking for Jeudy, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've got their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. Touchdown, Raiders! Darren Waller from 13 yards out. And the Raiders take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Carlson on for the PAT. And this one's back to an 8-point game. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Get a look at Jerry Jeudy as he leads his offense back out there for this next series. Sort of a slow and steady game so far, but reliable for him here in this third quarter.
Sounds like we're describing a possession receiver, right? The one that finds a way to make the big catches, the ones that...
He's got a man, complete! And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Murray now. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Jerry Jeudy from 17 yards out. And the Seahawks get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball...
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Marching back onto the field now, Devontae Adams and company getting set to go. Creeping up on 1,000, could get there on this drive, so a challenge for him to do that, but also defensively maybe a challenge for them to not allow that.
And that means probably kicking even more coverages to his side. And what that really means is...
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jordan Brooks. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So back now in Seattle, Washington. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To throw his Carr. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. This offense on 3rd down today, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now a play fake. Carr Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jordan Brooks picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll take it at the 42. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And out now come the Seahawks. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And now they're in the hurry-up. Murray now on 1st down. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. His 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. They'll try and throw for it. And the Seahawks add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend all week. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try, and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. On the move past the 40. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little game. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. Touchdown! Hunter Renfrow, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Carr will look to throw. Buying time to his left. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And we will get another look at Seattle's offense. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
On 2nd and 10, Murray. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Murray now on first down. That's caught left side by Jeudy. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Throwing now is Murray. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker, 27 yards. And the Seahawks have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. It appears they're going to throw forward with Murray. And this is going to be caught. So two more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. This is a touch forward. They've got the big lead. Now they're going for the jugular with the onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a...
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because...
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the fourth. Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. Capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
There's Murray. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for two in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you go, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Carr now on first down. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, 46 yards. And the Raiders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Jerry Jeudy, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Ooh, a little cool here. They're going to go for the onside kick up big. And And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly.
Touchdown! Davante Adams, 37 yards. And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and go. The lead down now to 22. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
Everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they're giving up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Throwing on first down is Murray. This is caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. Metcalf. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. They'll look to throw. And this is going to... Two more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Carr. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
This has been a... for him, but after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet.
Was that a receiver? Actually, it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Now Carr, got to have this one. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't...
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Sidney Jones. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 41. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. The slant connects with Davante Adams. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Carr going to throw. There's that man again. It's complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to throw it. Murray. His throw incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end. Touchdown! DK Metcalf from 17 yards out. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from going up by 30. They'll try and run it here. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on there.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secure. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Over the middle, complete. That's Adams. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to 24. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field. Well, this defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade is going to happen, but Murray's going to look to throw this thing. And the Raiders have got him. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. To try again after the sack. Murray. Catch is made by Metcalf. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. First down, Murray. And that's caught inside the 35. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Murray again. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr. And that's complete to Adams. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 1st down, Carr. Caught out right by Renfro. Touchdown Raiders. Hunter Renfro with now 2 4th-quarter touchdowns. And the Raiders are able to cut into that deficit. They'll try and throw for it. And he will step out of bounds. Oh, what a mistake there. And the 2-point try will be unsuccessful. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh?